final match between Georgia Tech and UC Davis. It's all gonna come down to this final solve. And just like that, UC Davis takes the whole thing. Berkeley shows San Diego they're not here to mess around. And Andrew takes that solve from Hamza. What a match. Welcome everybody to this round of 32 matchup of the Collegiate Cubing Championship. We have an excellent matchup for you guys today between the number 7 seed UCLA and the number 26 seed USC. My name is Martin and I'll be your host this afternoon. And just to remind you, we'll be doing a best of 3 sets with each set as a head-to-head matchup of a best of 7 solves. First team to win 2 sets will win this match and move on to the next round of the tournament. Folks, we have an excellent matchup for you guys this afternoon, a battle for Southern California, as it is. Let's take a second to meet our first 2 competitors this afternoon. On the left side of your screen, competing for UCLA, we have Shawn, solving on the WRM V9. He's currently a sophomore studying psychology and averaging around 10.05 seconds. On the right side of your screen, competing for USC, we have Liv, solving on the Tornado V3. She's currently a grad student studying quantum information science and averaging around 18.88 seconds. Shawn has a PB single of 5.90 seconds and a PB average of 8.70 seconds. Liv, on the other hand, has a PB single of 11.81 seconds and a PB average of 14.65 seconds. Both competitors are in search of their first medals. We should be able to get this competition underway for you guys here any second. Earlier, we tossed a coin, and USC on the right side of your screen won, so they will be starting off this first set between UCLA and USC. Now, you might have noticed UCLA is ranked quite a bit higher than USC. They have a team average of, around the 8-second range or so. On the other hand, USC has a team average around that 13 or 14-second range. So UCLA is coming in as heavy favorites. Hopefully USC can lock in here once or twice and maybe take a couple of solves and maybe a set or 2. Looks like Liv is going to be starting off on the right side of your screen for USC. Looks like we're doing green cross here. Got first 2 F2L pairs in. Going in for the last one here now. Finishing up OLL, going into PLL. Looks like we got a G-perm. Looks like we got a 22.19. Excellent start for Liv. And just as a reminder, on the right side of your screen for Liv, we have a reference timer. This is not the accurate time and not what we'll be using as our official time, but it should hopefully give you folks an idea of about how fast people are solving. Now, Shawn is going to be beginning for UCLA. They're on the left side of your screen. He's averaging around 10.05, so let's see how he can start off this very first set. Like we're going to be getting a yellow cross here from Shawn. Couple lockups there. Going into PLO now. We got an 11.67 from Shawn. So Shawn is going to be able to take that first solve from Liv by about 11 seconds here, putting UCLA up on the board nice and early. Now, Liv is sitting on that 11.81 PB single, so we know that she can solve quite quickly, as well as a 14.65 PB average. So it's definitely possible for Liv to step up here and maybe take a couple of solves from Shawn, put a little bit of pressure on him, and allow USC to have a chance to stay in this competition and possibly move on to the next round, or maybe take a couple of sets. But we'll see what Liv is able to do and how she develops as a cuber here in the rest of this match. Shawn is going to be getting the second solve of this set. They're on the left side of your screen. He started off with an 11.67. Let's see what he can do in this second solve. Looks like we have a green cross from Shawn. It's OLL now. Looks like we had a G-perm and a 9.07 from Shawn. Excellent solve. That's a little bit faster than his normal average. Liv is going to have to step up and get a great solve if she wants to have a chance to take this second solve from Jan. It's like we're going to be getting an orange cross here from Liv. Finding that last pair here. Going into PLL now with a J-perm. See what the official time is. Officially a 20.06. Excellent solve from Liz, but Jan is going to be able to comfortably take that second solve. Now, folks, this stream, if you are live in the chat and sending a couple of chats here and there, we're going to be doing a little giveaway. We're giving away $3 gift cards to the Cubicle. So long as you mention something in the chat, you have a chance to win this giveaway. As we also have a promo code with thecubicle.com, CC Champs. That's 3 C's. On game days like today and every other game day, it's going to be boosted to 10%, while it's 5% on every other day. Liv is going to be getting the third solve of this set there on the right side of your screen. She's going to be solving green cross here. Going into OLL quickly now. Had another G-perm. So we got a 14.10 from Liv. Very excellent solve from her. Her PB average is a 14.65, so this is actually faster than her PB average. That's an excellent, excellent solve from Liv. Just a little bit slower than her PB single. That's exactly what we want to see from Liv to start putting some pressure on Jan. Jan is going to be starting his third solve of this set here momentarily. Let's see what he can do, how he can respond to Liv's 14.10. Looks like we're going to be getting a white cross here from Jan. So we have a 9.37 from Jan. So even though Liv was able to secure a 14.10, an excellent, excellent solve from Liv, Jan is able to respond with a 9.37 and take the third solve of this set. So Jan just needs one more solve to take the first set for UCLA. But we've seen some excellent solving from Liv here with that 14.10, the last solve. So hopefully she can keep that up and maybe put a little bit of extra pressure on Jan to step up and lock in here. Jan is going to be getting the fourth solve of this set. Let's see what Jan can do for UCLA. I have white cross from Jan here. A little bit of hesitation in F2L. Going into a quick PLL for a 9.73. Excellent solving from Jan. Let's see how Liv is able to respond to Jan's 9.73. And folks, we'll get that timer, that reference timer for the right side of your screen started here any second now. Looks like we're going to be getting a blue cross from Liv. Going into a quick OLL. Looks like we're going to get a 17.39 official time. We'll see what the judges have to say about that. It was a little hard to read, but I think either way, Jan for UCLA is going to win this first set. So Jan is going to come away with the win on this set and be able to put UCLA up on the board first and take the first set for UCLA. Let's take a second to look back at this set. So you can see Jan started off a little bit slow with the 11.67, a little bit slower than his normal average of about 10.05. A similar story for Liv on the right side of your screen, starting off with a 22.19 and a 20.06, a little bit slower than her normal 18.88 average. Jan was able to come back quickly with the 9.07, followed up by a 9.26, and then another 9-second solve with a 9.73 there in the last solve of the set. It took a little bit longer for Liv to lock in there with the 20.06, but she was able to get a 14.10, an excellent solve from Liv, just 3 seconds slower than her PB single and right around her PB average. Liv was able to round off the set with a 17.89, again faster than her normal average. She has a mean of 18.56 for these solves, So around her normal average, kind of what we expected to see from Liv. And then we had a 9.93 from Jan, around what we expected from him as well. So hopefully we'll be able to get the next competitors underway quickly. But let's take a second to meet them first. Competing for UCLA, there on the left side of your screen, we have Alan solving on the WRMV9. He's currently a sophomore studying electrical engineering and averaging around 8.66 seconds. On the right side of your screen, competing for USC, we have Jack solving on the Tornado V2. He's currently a senior studying journalism and averaging around 13.45 seconds. Alan's PB single is around 4 seconds with a PB average of about 7 seconds. Jack, on the other hand, has a PB single of 7.49 seconds and a PB average of 9.89. Alan currently holds 7 WCA medals, while Jack is still in search of his first medal. Now, Alan is an excellent cuber in his own right. He currently holds 31 national records for Myanmar. He's a previous OH national record holder, as well as the 2x2 and 3x3 national record holder, and he currently holds the 4x4 through 7x7 national records for Myanmar. So hopefully we'll be able to get this second set underway quickly here. And congratulations to @PhiKido, that's PHIKIDO, for winning our giveaway. Please send us an email at crimsoncubingclub@gmail.com of a picture of your YouTube account to confirm that you actually won the gift card. Hopefully we should be able to get this second solve of this matchup between UCLA and USC underway quickly. UCLA, there on the left side of your screen, is going to be starting off this second set. Alan has an average of around 8.66 seconds, while Jack has an average of around 13.45 seconds, so Alan is coming in with about a 5-second edge over Jack. Alan is going to be getting the first solve of this set. A very, very quick F2 Alan cross. Going into OLL, a little bit of hesitation here. Let's see what the official time is. Got an 8.13 from Alan. Excellent start. Let's see how Jack is able to respond. Now, Jack is sitting on that 7.49 PB single, so we know that he has some speedy solving in him. Maybe he's able to pull some of that out here in this set. Maybe take a couple of solves from Alan and force him to lock in to make sure that UCLA is able to win this second set. But let's see what Jack is able to do here. We're finishing up F2L here in just a second. Going into PLL. Got some lockups there. Looks like we got a 15.19 official time from Jack. So Alan starts off pretty hot with an 8.13, a little bit faster than his normal average. Jack is taking a little bit longer to warm up here with a 15.19, just a tad slower than his normal average as well. Jack is going to be getting the second solve of this set, hopefully here before too long. Let's see how he's able to respond to Alan's 8.13. And guys, remember we have a promo code with thecubicle.com, CCChamps, that's 3 C's. It is going to be 10% off your purchase today and every other game day, while 5% off on all other days. Looks like Jack is going to be getting the second solve of this second set of this matchup between UCLA and USC. And let's see what he's able to do. Looks like we're going to be getting a red cross here from Jack. Had a couple of lockups there. Going into T permit, looks like. We got a 16.57 official time from Jack. Alan is coming in with that 8.66 average, so unless something catastrophic happens, it seems like Alan should be able to easily respond to Jack's 16.57. But let's see what Alan is able to do. Looks like we'll be getting a red cross from Allen as well. The PLO with a 9.25 official time from Allen. So Allen is able to easily respond to that 16.57 and take the second solve of this second set by about 7 seconds. So Jack is going to need to step up. He's going to channel that. He's got to channel that 7.49 PB single that he's sitting on to maybe put some pressure on Allen and take a couple of solves this set. Allen is going to be getting the third solve of the second set there on the left side of your screen. And Jack is going to have to respond to Allen. So let's see what Allen is able to do. Looks like we're going to be getting a yellow cross from Allen here. Soon. Oh, and a 9.86 even with that little timer mishap there. I think that solve was okay. And we're going to be able to count that as a 7.6. Jack is going to be beginning the third solve of this set. Let's see what he's able to do. Looks like we're going to be getting a yellow cross here. Going into PLO now with a J perm. Excellent solve from Jack and a 12.01. So very, very quick solving from Jack here. That's about closer to his average of what we'd like to see around that 13.45 range. But this is about 1.5 seconds faster than his normal average. But Allen is still going to be able to comfortably take the third solve of this set, putting lots and lots of pressure on Jack to step up and channel that 7.49 PB single. Jack is going to be starting the fourth solve of this second set. We'll see what he's able to do. Maybe he can get a sub 10 here, put a little bit of pressure on Allen. He could easily take the fourth solve and stop Allen from winning the set here with a sub 10, maybe around an 8-second. But let's see what Jack is able to do. Looks like we're going to be getting a green cross here from Jack. First couple of F2L pairs in. Going into OLL now. So the official time is a 13.84. Another excellent solve from Jack. Allen is going to be responding to that 13.84, and let's see what Allen is able to do. Looks like we're going to be getting a red cross here from Allen. Very, very quick F2L and cross going into PL already. Looks like we may have had a timer malfunction. Let's hear what the judges have to say about that. We might be giving them a re-scramble, both competitors a second chance to do that solve.
So you did start the timer, it just stopped?
Yeah.
Okay.
That looked to be around another 8 or 9 seconds off from Allen, so he would have been able to take that solve. I think the judges are still deciding right now what to do.
Guys, should I delete his solve?
Yeah, that's weird.
I think we're going to be doing a re-scramble for both competitors here. It looks like we had a timer malfunction from UCLA here. That was not their fault. So we'll be giving a new scramble for both Allen and Jack and redoing the fourth scramble of this set. This will give Jack a nice second chance to hopefully put some pressure on Allen here. Now, Allen is one solve away from winning the second set for UCLA. And now if UCLA wins this set, they will move on to the next round of the competition. So Jack is going to need to step up and lock in. He's got that 7.49 PB single, which would absolutely put lots of pressure on Allen if he's able to get something around that time. But we've seen a 15.19 from Jack and a 16.57 from him as well. So a little bit slower than his normal average, but then he was able to come back with that 12.01 in the last solve and maybe put a little bit of pressure on Allen. Then we had the 13.84, but we're doing a re-scramble here for that fourth solve. So let's see what Jack is able to do in this fourth solve of this second set. Hopefully we should be getting this fourth solve underway any second now. looks like Jack is inspecting. We're going to get a white cross here from Jack. Got a quick F2L going into OLL now. So we've got an E perm here. A little bit of hesitation. Trying to remember that algorithm. See what the official time is, a 21.03. Allen with that 8.66 average should maybe be able to comfortably respond to Jack's 21.03. Looks like Jack had some issues there in PLL. Looks like he may have forgotten that E perm there and had to start over just a little bit and get that PLL, causing him to get that 21.03. And just as a reminder, Allen is going to need to win this last solve. If he wins this fourth solve, he will be able to take this second set for UCLA. That would make UCLA have 2 sets over USC's 0 sets, meaning that they would move on to the next round of the tournament. Now, no matter if Allen wins this set, we will be playing out all 3 sets so that we can have a proper ranking for this whole tournament.
We'll test it out.
And, of course, those all-important bragging rights.
Let's check.
We're gonna redo that again, so both of you re-scramble. Sorry.
Sorry about that.
Okay, folks, so it looks like we had another timer malfunction for UCLA, so we'll be having to do another re-scramble for both competitors. Sorry about that delay. Hopefully we can get this set concluded here before too long. Not quite sure what's going on, but we'll be having another scramble for both Allen and Jack for this fourth solve of the second set. This will be Jack's third attempt at the fourth solve. He was given another attempt as well. In the last attempt, we saw the 21.03, but he had that memory slip, I think, with that E-perm. Let's see how Jack is able to come back from that. Looks like we're going to be getting an orange cross. Much faster turning here. Going into OLL already. Got a U-perm here. A very quick solve from Jack. An official time of an 11.80. Excellent solve from Jack. You know, he's coming in with that 13.45 average to Allen's 8.66 average. So Allen has that 5-second edge over Jack. But here in the fourth scramble of this second set, Jack is able to come away with an 11.80 single here. That's going to put tons of pressure on Allen. Now, Allen's been solving around that high 9 range. So that puts a little bit of pressure on Allen here to make sure that he locks in to get this fourth solve. Now, remember, if Allen wins this fourth solve, he will win the second set for UCLA, which would mean UCLA moves on to the next round of our tournament. Allen is going to be getting the fourth solve here. Let's see what he's able to do. Looks like we're going to be getting on yellow cross here. Going into PLL. Now, that was a very, very quick solve from Allen. Let's see what the official time was.
Yeah, right here.
If we're able to get that timer disconnected from that mat. Let's see here. We got a 9.24. So Jack starts putting pressure there on Allen with the 11.80, but Allen is able to respond with a 9.24 and take the last solve of that set and win the whole set by about 2 seconds there. So excellent solving from both competitors. Let's take a second to look back at this set. So Allen comes hot out of the gates there with the 8.13, a little bit faster than his normal average. Jack, on the other hand, takes a little bit longer to warm up, coming in with that 15.19, so Allen is able to take that first solve of the set. Jack comes back with a 16.57, still taking a little bit of time to warm up, and Allen is able to respond with a 9.25, a little bit slower than his normal average of that 8.66. Allen comes back with a 9.76, and Jack is able to lock in a little bit, start solving around his normal average of that 13.45, and Jack responds to the third solve of the second set with a 12.01. So an excellent solve from Jack. Then we had a lot of mishaps with that fourth scramble there, but Jack's official time for the fourth scramble is going to be that 11.80. An excellent solve from Jack, a whole 2 seconds faster than his normal average. So that puts some pressure on Allen to make sure that he doesn't slip up. He's able to lock in and keep solving around his normal average. Now Allen is able to respond to Jack's amazing 11.80 with a 9.24 and take the fourth scramble of that set, winning that set for UCLA.
I think so.
This means that UCLA has now won 2 of our 3 sets and will move on to the next round of the competition. So congratulations to UCLA. Now we still have 2 more competitors to go and a third set. We're going to play that out so that we can have a ranking of all the teams so that every competitor can have data on our website, ccchamps.org. So let's take a second to meet our next competitors of this matchup. On the left side of your screen, competing for UCLA, we have Shawn. He says he doesn't have a main, so we'll see what cube he's solving on today. He's currently a junior studying computer science and averaging around 7.95 seconds. On the right side of your screen, competing for USC, we have Richard. He also does not have a main. He's currently a junior studying computer science and math and averaging around 10.14 seconds. Shawn has an impressive PB single of 5.95 seconds and a PB average of 7.11 seconds. While on the other hand, Richard has a PB single of 6.67 seconds and a PB average of 7.95 seconds. Both competitors have around the same number of WCA medals. Shawn currently holds 17 medals, while Richard has 13 medals. Shawn is an impressive cuber in his own right. He has a prior national record and 2x2 average in Taiwan. So an impressive cuber we have from Shawn. Hopefully we should be able to get this third and final set between UCLA and USC underway quickly here. Looks like Alan is going to be having that amazing Takis bag as a cube cover. We love to see it. And I think Richard, there on the right side of your screen, competing for USC, should be beginning this third set between UCLA and USC. And it looks like we have another gift card winner here at Level Up Piano wins our second gift card giveaway of this match. Congratulations to Level Up Piano. Please send us an email at crimsoncubingclub@gmail.com and send us a screenshot of your YouTube profile account just so we can confirm that you actually did win the YouTube gift card giveaway. Cubicle gift card giveaway. Richard should be beginning this first solve of this final set between UCLA and USC. And let's see what he is able to do here. Looks like we're going to be getting a white cross. We got a 10.91 from Richard. Pretty good solve to start off with. Now Shawn is coming in with about that 2-second edge, so Richard is going to need to step up and solve a little bit faster than his normal average of that 10.14 if he wants to have a chance to put some pressure on Shawn and maybe make him sweat a little bit for Shawn to lock in and solve at around his normal average of that 7.95. So let's see how Shawn is able to begin. So we're going to be getting a white cross here. It looks like Shawn is going to be solving on the RS3M. So I have an official time of 8.01 from Shawn. So right around his normal average, and he's going to be able to comfortably take that first solve from Richard here. I apologize about the timers. Hopefully we should be able to have these reference timers there at the bottom of your screen up and working now for the rest of the stream. So now Richard started off with that 10.91, a little bit slower than his normal average, but not too bad. We're going to need to see some speedy solving here from Richard if he wants to have a chance to maybe put USC on the board for a couple of solves, maybe give them this last set. Now we've seen total domination from UCLA here. I don't think they've let USC win a single solve yet. So excellent solving from the whole UCLA team, but we've seen many personal very good solving from each competitor from USC as well. So Shawn is going to be beginning this second solve of this final set. And let's see what he's able to do. Looks like we're going to get a white cross here from Shawn. And a 7.24 from Shawn. And excellent solve from Shawn. This puts a ton of pressure on Richard. Richard is sitting on that 6.67 PB single and that PB average of a 7.95. So we know Richard can solve as quickly as that 7.24 consistently, but it's going to be an uphill battle here for Richard. He's going to be responding to Shawn's 7.21 here. And let's see how Richard is able to respond.
12 seconds.
It's like Richard's starting off this second solve. Looks like we got a 10.12 from Richard. Another very good solve from Richard, but not enough to take the solve away from Shawn. Shawn is going to win the second solve of this set by about that 3 seconds with that 7.21. Richard is going to need to step up if he wants to put USC on the board. Now we've seen USC has not been able to put a solve up against UCLA yet. Hopefully they're able to put something, do a little something here on this final solve and put some numbers up on the board. It looks like we have another winner for our Cubicle gift card giveaway at File23. That's FAYIL 23 wins our third Cubicle gift card. Please send us an email at crimsoncubingclub@gmail.com with a screenshot of your YouTube profile to confirm that you actually did win our Cubicle gift card. Congratulations again to File23. Looks like Richard is going to be getting this third solve of this final set, Let's see what he's able to do. We got an 11.31 from Richard, I think. So a little bit slower than Richard normally solves and has been solving this match. We're going to need to see something a little bit faster from Richard, or maybe if Shawn messes up, Richard might have a chance to win this third solve. But Shawn is on the cusp of getting that third solve of this set and putting a lot of pressure on Richard to step up. Shawn is going to be getting on white cross here. It's a quick OLL going into PLL now with a 9.44 from Shawn. So a little bit slower than we've normally seen from Shawn, but he's still going to be able to comfortably take this third solve from Richard here. So that means Shawn has won 3 solves this set and is putting a ton of pressure on Richard. Now we know Richard can solve fast enough to put pressure on Shawn, but we have not seen that yet from Richard. He's going to need to step up and start solving how he normally solves, maybe even a little bit faster to make sure that Shawn is locking in. He's staying up to scratch on everything and being able to solve fast enough to beat Richard. Shawn has been able to effectively put Richard out of action this third set. Shawn is going to be beginning this third solve any second here. This could be the final solve of this set. We've seen UCLA has stopped USC from putting any points up on the board. So excellent solving from UCLA. This is our closest matchup of this. This is our closest matchup of this match between UCLA and USC. And Richard has not been able to put up anything against Shawn. Shawn is going to be getting an 8.35, but a +2 for a 10.35 on this final set here. This leaves the door wide open for Richard to swoop in and take a solve from UCLA and put USC on the board finally. But Richard is going to definitely need to lock in and make sure that he's solving at his highest caliber to stop Shawn from winning this set. Now this +2 from Shawn is exactly what Richard needed. He needed something to grab onto to put USC up on the board and stop UCLA from winning every solve this match. Hopefully Richard should be able to begin this fourth solve any second now. Looks like we had a bit of a misscramble. And it looks like we have another winner for our Cubicle gift card giveaway at RY. RY wins our 4th Cubicle gift card. Please send us an email at crimsoncubingclub@gmail.com with a screenshot of your YouTube profile so that we can confirm that you actually did win our gift card giveaway. But congratulations to Rye. Richard is going to be beginning this 4th solve here any second now. Now Shawn left the door wide open. He got the 8.35, but the +2 gives him that 10.35. Richard is going to need to respond to this so he can put some points up for USC, but it looks like we have some hesitations here. Is Richard able to recover? Let's see what he got. He gets an 11.51. So Richard is not able to respond to Shawn's 10.35. Shawn is able to win this final solve of this match by about a second. This means UCLA did not let USC put any points up on the board. No solves against UCLA, and UCLA is able to win every set this matchup and move on to the next round of the competition. Now let's take a second to look back at this matchup. Shawn came in hot with the 8.01, followed up by the 7.21. Excellent solving from John. Richard, this is a trend we've seen. This whole USC team is taking a little bit longer to warm up. He comes in with the 10.91, followed by the 10.12. So not enough to take the first two solves from Shawn. But Shawn slows down a little bit with the 9.46, maybe something that Richard is able to respond to, but he is not able to lock in. Instead, gets an 11.31. So an excellent solve from Richard, but not enough to take it from Shawn. Then Shawn gets the 8.35, but it gets a +2 for a 10.35. This leaves the door wide open for Richard to respond to, but he is not able to pull it together and instead gets an 11.51, giving up the final set of this match to Shawn. This means UCLA will move on to the next round of our tournament. Let's take a second to look at our bracket here. As you can see, UCLA moves on to the next round of our tournament, and they'll be going up against the winner of number 23 Rice versus number 10 UC Davis, which is going to be next week on Saturday. And if you saw on Thursday, just a couple days ago, we had UCSB beat number 18 University of Nevada, Reno, as well as the number 13 seed University of Maryland defeating the number 20 seed Florida State. Thank you so much for watching this matchup between UCLA and USC. Our next matchup is going to be next Saturday at 12 p.m. Central Time between the number 5 seed University of Texas at Austin and the number 28 seed Mississippi State. We also have 2 other matches that day. So thank you so much to everybody who tuned in, and thank you and congratulations to everybody who won a Cubicle gift card. We hope to see you again next week at noon. Thank you so much for watching.